Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm having a pretty good day now. I got off work early and I don't have I finished all of my homework that would be due tonight. I finished that early, so you know what I'm doing? I'm crocheting. So I thought I would come on and crochet a little bit on my Ursula and just chat with you guys a little bit and catch up. So I'm at a really good point on my Ursula because I just need to I'm doing 2 rounds of 1 crochet in each stitch, so no decreases or anything like that. So I thought this would be the perfect time to come on over and chat with you guys. And I really hope that the sound's going to be okay because it's hot. It's very, very hot and I have the fan going and I don't want to turn it off because the guinea pigs need it and I don't want them to get warm. So I'm going to hope that the sound is not too distracting, but we'll see. So it is super hot, so I have some delicious lemon lime water, and I don't know why, but I wanted some hot tea, so I have a cup of hot peppermint tea. It is way too hot to be drinking hot tea, but I wanted it, so I don't know. Yeah, so I hope you guys are all doing awesome. One thing that's really been bugging me are mosquitoes. And they are driving me insane. Like, this happens every year. Like, every year I deal with mosquitoes. Like, everyone else is fine. Like, if I go outside with a group of people, like everyone else, fine. I come back with 20 bites. Like, I don't know. Me and mosquitoes, we don't get along. And I've been trying to do all the think natural ways, put mint, put catnip, put lavender, use oil on your skin, and none of it is helping. And I've just gotten to the point where I thought that I would go ahead and I would actually get a mosquito trap. And I'm very strange. I don't like to harm things, and I didn't want to get a trap because honestly, I just, I didn't want to harm them. But I'm like, maybe if they just leave me alone, we can coexist. But I have so many mosquito bites and they're biting my ankles. Like, I feel like I have 20 bites on every ankle and it's horrible. So I finally went to invest in a mosquito trap, and those things are pricey. They're about $40. And I was browsing Amazon because I'm very frugal, very cheap. And I found some alternatives that I thought would work. And one of them was a flea trap. Now, I have all the cats, and I just recently did their monthly flea treatment stuff and all of that. So I was kind of thinking that maybe these aren't mosquitoes biting me. Maybe they're fleas. Maybe they're because they can't bite the cats anymore because they're treated. Maybe they're just attacking me. And this flea trap thing is way cheaper. So I was like, I'm going to get that. So I ordered it and it arrived. And what it is, it's really, once I opened it, I'm like, I could have just DIY'd this myself at the Dollar Tree instead of buying it for I think I paid $16 for it. But I was like, I probably could have made this myself. But all it is, it's like a plastic open holder. There's a light at the top. And then there's those super, super sticky paper things at the bottom. And the paper at the bottom, the sticky thing, it's pretty big. I'd say it's about maybe 5 inches, a 5-inch square, maybe a 6-inch square, but it's a decent size. But I mean, for, I don't know, $16, I thought, I could probably make something cheaper, but whatever, I had already bought it. And I knew when I bought this that I would kind of have to put it in a place that the cats can't get to it because the sticky thing comes out. It does have little prong things that hold it in there, but it just slides in and out. So I was like, I need to put this in a spot that the cats aren't going to mess with. And then because I feel like I'm getting bit the most when I'm sitting at my desk. So I thought I'm going to be smart and I'm going to put this mosquito or flea, whatever. I'm thinking it's going to catch everything. I'm going to put it under my desk. That way, instead of whatever's biting me, it's going to get stuck there instead of biting me. and the light is supposed to attract everything. Clearly did not think that out, because yes, the light attracts everything. And so basically everything got attracted to me and I got even more bites. So that was the first day. So the second day I thought, I'm going to just move it next to me. I'm not going to have it directly under my desk. I'm going to put it next to me. And that way I can watch it and the cats aren't going to mess with it. And most of the day it was fine. Some of the cats did come over and they kind of were kind of looking at it. But once I shooed them away, they didn't come back. So the cats are pretty good at listening about that kind of stuff. So they knew that this is not something I should play with. And it had been going good. I had about, the day's going on and I had about an hour of work left. And my supervisor was chatting with me. And I guess I got a little distracted. So we were just chatting away and not thinking anything, just chatting. And I look down and you know what I see. My little Siamese girl, Nina, she's just looking up at me, her big, beautiful blue eyes. And she's just looking up at me like, hey, Mom, something happened. And at that moment, I see on her back, just plastered right on her back, is a giant sticky thing out of my trap. So I'm still chatting with the supervisor, and I'm just looking down at the cat, just watching her. And she's not moving. She's not trying to get it off. She's just staring at me like, hey, something happened. And the supervisor, we were chatting and we were kind of wrapping up already the conversation. So I was I was just whatever, just talking to her. And we hung up and I reached over, I muted my microphone right away because I'm I don't know what's going to happen. Let me mute this. And I turn around and I look at the cat and she's just staring at me. And then I'm thinking, oh no, what am I going to do? And at that moment, the cat, she turns around and she tries to pull this off her back, but she can't reach it. And then she bolts. She runs out of the room. And I'm still supposed to be working now, of course. And I go chasing after her and I have my headset still on and I'm muted, but it's still on me. And I go running after her. She runs down the stairs and I'm chasing her, trying to catch her, can't catch her. And it probably wasn't very long, but for me, it felt like I was chasing this cat downstairs for 5 minutes. Finally, she gets back upstairs and I'm okay, I need to start closing the door. So I close the door so she can't get back out because downstairs it was horrible. But I had also other cats up here and they're curious, trying to figure out hey, what is going on? So Nina runs under my bed and I get down there and I'm trying to reach her. I can't reach her. So at that point, I'm I need to go get a bath towel so I can wrap her up because this thing is stuck on her back. I don't know how I'm going to get it off. And I'm thinking she's going to be really wild and clawing and I don't want to get scratched up. So, I go and I get a towel. And by the time I get back, she's from under the bed and she's trying to run back out, but the door is closed. So she just stops at the door. And when she stops at the door, I go over to her and I just put my hand on her back, not where the sticky thing is, but closer to her neck. And I'm just kind of petting her, trying to calm her down. And she doesn't move again. And she's just standing there, looking at the door. She's not doing anything. So I am trying to think, okay, what do I do? How do I get this thing off her back? And my first thought was maybe I should just wrap her up in the towel, take her to the bathroom and put water on it and that'll get rid of the sticky. But this thing is really sticky. So then I'm starting to think that maybe I should get oil, olive oil or coconut oil and put that and that would get rid of the sticky. And then I kind of thought maybe powder. I was just kind of thinking okay, what do I do? So I was still petting her. And while I was still petting her, I had my other hand and I just kind of I wanted to see how stuck it was, how sticky it was. So I lifted it a tiny bit and it came off. That corner that I lifted, it came off and my cat didn't react. She wasn't oh, you're pulling out my fur or something. She just was standing there. I was scratching her. So I peeled it a little bit more and came off. So I just kind of kept going, just peeling it a tiny bit. And she wasn't reacting. If she had have reacted or been in pain, of course, I would have immediately stopped. But she was fine. So I just peeled it a All right, well, sorry guys, I did not put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so kind of got interrupted right there. But back to my cat story. So I am just kind of peeling it off just a tiny bit, and it's coming off very easily, and my cat is not like reacting. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep peeling it. So when I get halfway, at this point, I'm like, this has been too easy so far. This cat is gonna go crazy. So my thought was, I'm gonna hold on to the glue trap as tight as I can. So if this cat runs, I'm not gonna let go. I mean, I have to get this thing off of her, and I have to get it off. So I mean, I don't know what else to do. So, and I've already gotten it halfway off, so I don't want it to get restuck. So I'm like, I have to commit to it. So I do, I just keep, she's still sitting there and she's not moving. So I keep just peeling it off. And then I get almost done. And that's when I start going faster. And I'm like, I've gotten this far. Let me get this done. So I take it all the way off. And then I'm like, I'm thinking that, I mean, the cat, it's like getting waxed. That probably, I'm thinking that hurts. So I like take my hand right away and I'm just like, putting it on top of the spot so it's not hurting. Because I'm thinking this is gonna hurt. I don't want my baby hurting. And she doesn't react. So then I just start kind of like rubbing the spot and she's totally fine. Like nothing happened. And then eventually she just looks around at me when I stop like petting her and she's like, why'd you stop? So I just kind of petted her a little bit more and then she just turned around, got on the bed and went to sleep and was totally fine. But yeah, totally fine. Just went to sleep. I know that has absolutely nothing to do with crochet and I don't know why I want to tell that story, but I did. I did take a picture of like the glue trap and it's gross because it's a whole bunch of fur just like covering it. And like my cat didn't have a bald spot or anything. Like I can't even tell that happened. So I kind of think that maybe it came off so easily because it could have been the flea treatment. Like maybe it coated her fur and it just made it not grip it as much. Or maybe it was just all the running because I was chasing her and trying to catch her. So maybe that just like loosened up all the fur already. So like when I peeled it off, it had already been loosened. I don't know. But after that, I went ahead and I put that away and I actually invested in the more expensive enclosed or mosquito trap thing. So it's that one that has like the light at the top and then it has a fan and then it sucks everything in and then it gets trapped at the bottom. And I've opened it up a few times and it's like caught like a lot of gnats and that kind of stuff. I don't see any mosquitoes in it though. So I don't know if that's working. I don't know if I need to move. I moved it around a few times trying to find a good spot. So I don't know. So I just finished that round. So I'm moving up my stitch marker. And I'm going to keep going for another round. So yeah, so hopefully these mosquitoes eventually are going to get better because all these bites are just making me miserable. Yeah, just making me miserable. So I hope you guys are all doing good. I've changed a little bit how I do, I guess, videos, because before I was trying to record on my phone and then I would transfer it to my computer and try to do editing in Adobe Premiere Pro. And that was just making me miserable because it was so hard for me to transfer like the files. It was taking so long and it's not like I need Premiere because I'm not doing anything fancy at all. The only thing I'm doing is kind of just removing the background noise a little bit and like kind of piecing together the clips. So I was trying to find some alternative and I did find that Adobe actually has a program called Rush, which it's an app. So for the last few videos, I've actually just used that. So I am just recording on my phone and I am adding those to the app Rush and just doing that. And it's working a lot better. Like it doesn't take me as long. I don't have to worry about transferring it. And then once I'm done, I can just save it and then upload directly to YouTube. And that process is working so much better for me. So hopefully now I will be able to do more videos because I won't have to spend time trying to figure out how to transfer them. So yeah. So, just how I'm working on this. I'm going to have to check and see what the next step is after this, but I'm just going to keep going around for a little bit. I should have a bit before I get to the end. I just love this project so much. And it's so much fun to me. So what do you guys have planned for the rest of the day? So it's already so almost 5 o'clock right now. And I have to feed the cats at 5:30. So I'm probably just gonna crochet for another half hour till it's time to feed them and see how far I can get on this project. And after I feed the cats, then I'm going to make my dinner. I'm kind of in the mood. I have avocados, so I'm kind of in the mood for making a burrito today, a veggie burrito. Oh, it sounds so good. And I have like fresh salsa. It sounds so good right now. So that's probably going to be my dinner plans. So strange. Me, I'm just so happy that I got off work early. I don't have anything to do this afternoon, and I get to spend my time crocheting, and that makes me so happy. I know most people are like, you spend your afternoons crocheting, that's all you do. Yes, that's all I do. I love it. One thing I've realized ever since I started back crocheting, I don't get bored. Like, I used to be a person that's like, if I'm home, I'm bored. Like, I just was always bored. But now that I crochet, I'm like, I'm never bored because there's always a project I want to be working on. So it's like, I don't have time to get bored anymore, man. I just want to be crocheting all day. I do have jury duty next week, right after the holiday. I don't know if I'm gonna have to show up. I'm hoping I don't have to go. I don't want to go. Yeah, so I have to like do the whole thing where you call the night before, just check the website and see if I need to show up. But if I do have to go, do you know if I can take crochet hooks inside of the courthouse? Because I don't want to just sit there like on my phone. Like, I'll be fine. Like, if I can take my crochet hook and just crochet on a project, I probably shouldn't take my Ursula because that might be. I don't know how everyone will react if I'm crocheting a big Ursula, but I don't know. I don't know what project, or my llama. I probably shouldn't take that either. But I'm thinking I'm going to Google it, I guess, too, if I don't see. But I don't know, like, if I can take my crochet hooks and just crochet the whole time, that would be fine. And I want to make a wearable. I've never made one before. And I kind of want to make a shawl because usually, like, when I'm sitting at my desk, especially in the summer, I like to wear a spaghetti strap. And I'm right in front of the air conditioner. So if I had like a little shawl to put across me, I think that'd be really comfy and really nice because the AC is so cold right here, but the rest of the room is perfect. But at my desk, it's like freezing. So I'm kind of thinking that I want to start a shawl. And if I have to go to jury duty, I mean, that would be the perfect project because I can just take like a Caron cake or something, my crochet hook, and just start that project there. We'll see. So hopefully I don't have to go and I can just start this at home, but we'll see. So I've been rambling on a while, as I do. So I'm just going to sit here for like another half hour and I'm going to crochet on this and then I'll see how far I get and then I'll come back and like let you guys know how far I can crochet in half an hour. So I will see you in a bit. I actually thought that I had a lot more to do on this project than I did. So that's my last round. I brought in a ton of stuffing. So I'm just going to stuff it a little bit now. I fluff up. I get so much stuffing everywhere because I fluff it up and the little pieces just go everywhere. But gotta get stuff nice. I'll just take off my bracelet when I'm switch to the other arm. So I do try to stuff mine like Kayla does, like where she like makes that tunnel and she spreads it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stuff this and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I have I just got scratched a little bit earlier today. My cat was rolling off the back and I didn't want her to hit the ground, so I just naturally like, you know, reached out to hold to grab her, and of course she's a cat, so she turned in air, and first thing that hit me was her nail, and her nail just like scratched right down my finger, and now the stuffing is like making that really sore. But it's all right. I'm just gonna keep stuffing. All right, I'm done. I'm probably gonna. I might enhance her a little bit. So this is she stuffed so far, but I think I might go ahead and do some enhancing. We'll see how I feel. She has so many fuzzies, but yeah, I know I'm gonna just get more, but so we get a few off at least. Yeah, this is already not sticky anymore. Okay, so here is her current body. And her head just fits like perfect. Oops, she's looking to the side. Let's get her straight. It fits perfectly. Like, oh my gosh, look at it. It's so cute. I love this. I love this. Yeah, so I'm all caught up. I'm really, really happy about that. So yeah, I need to cut off. I didn't know if I needed to do another round for the opening, but I think it fits perfectly. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the string, and that's going to be it until the next part comes out and we get started on the arms. So yeah, I love how it turns out. So that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And as always, I appreciate all of you so much, and I really appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon.